Hello, YouTube, and whomever. I'm Sami. I want to make a little announcement about my channel. I've done the readings for the 8th through the 15th for all signs, and normally I would be starting with Pisces today and doing again for the following week. However, the energy right now, and this will be an update as well. So the energy right now is super intense. And I've been feeling really for the last week that I was kind of being worked on. Firstly, if you have any questions, please comment below if you ever have any questions about anything that I say, because I know that my channel is kind of broadly based as far as Ascension goes, and then including the tarot and things, so I may attract people who don't resonate with maybe half of what I say. So I want to clear up some things in case anyone is confused. However, pardon me, throat chakra stuff. If you've been feeling off, that is normal. If you've been having sleep issues, that is normal. Not only was the Schumann nuts and apparently off the charts from whatever measurements they use in Italy, that wasn't the case in Russia. So either someone is manipulating data in order to hide it, or something was miscalculated, which I doubt. It seems as though we are being sent a lot of cosmic energy at this time. I know there's been solar flares. That is amplifying things, as well as the Schumann, the Earth's frequency and our frequency. But there's just so much going on astrologically. It's just everything at once. So because of this, I feel the need to maybe not do readings this week. So just want to let everyone be aware of that. If you're looking for your reading for the 16th to the 22nd, it might not be there. Okay, this may change in a couple days. I may decide to do it, but Christmas is coming, you know, and I have 3 kids, and that's just a side note along with it. But I'm trying to make money, and I don't make money on YouTube, so I'm trying to make extra money for my kids for Christmas. So it's just too much right now for me anyways, energetically, but as well as the whole Christmas thing and just trying to make money. So with that being said, I won't be doing readings as far as I feel today, and I feel guided to do that, as well as I feel guided to tell everyone to take rest, take more breaks, really center yourself right now. The changes that are occurring, we're being activated all the time. Okay, for those of you who don't know, human DNA is made up of 12 strands, and we only have 2 that are activated. So we're constantly we're getting upgraded, coming online. Okay, so different sparks of different parts of our DNA are being activated through this ascension process, which is more encouraged or helped along the more you're able to center and try to ground and meditate. And I don't mean like for hours. Meditation is so easy to do. It just takes a few minutes of your time. It's just really about refocusing, rebalancing your perspective, trying to center and just objectively look at what's going on around you, because Neptune came direct, I believe it was the 29th of November. Since then, it's been crossing different aspects, different planets, the moon, and after 5 months of retrograde, which kind of made things a little bit more clear for most of us, depending on your birth chart. For some people, it may have been bonkers for the last 5 months. But now that it's come direct in Pisces, where it's been for years, Pisces is so dreamy. Neptune is very dreamy. It's illusory. It's deceptive. And Neptune rules Pisces, so it's like a double whammy of this Neptunian energy. So what I want to say about this is be careful of deception, and we're going to see this from now until probably the 14th, which is a solar eclipse, and most likely a little bit after that. So beware of deception from, you know, the world stage and things like that. Possibly deception in individuals. You want to be on high alert. You probably won't need to be because it will be obvious, but just be aware that people will probably try to attack you or your character, because we will be coming into a Libra moon later today. And you know, there's just so much happening now, and if someone doesn't understand or isn't aware of the ascension process, they don't understand what's happening within them. Or maybe they're not ascending this lifetime. They don't recognize that what's happening around them is just a part of a process, okay? And it can be scary for some people. They don't understand what's coming up in them. Egoic issues and traumas and things asking to be healed. And they take it possibly and flip it. This could be from like narcissistic, bipolar, you know, anyone with any kind of mental instability would see this and do the opposite. So when you see extremes like that, deception, anger, attacking you, anyone will attack you if they're triggered by your light. And we're being asked now, we've been asked for the last week through the cards and through spirit, not to dim our light, right, for everyone else around us. And it's so important that we hold steady to who we are, authentic, from a very objective place, very centered, very calm, very non-judgmental, non-affected by the outside world kind of perspective. So rest when you need to rest. Obviously, I say that all the time. Don't push yourself. I know we have so much to do, right? It's holiday season and it's like we want to get things done. The reason I'm not doing the card readings is because honestly, it's just not that important right now. You know, and I'm not saying that you're not important or your life isn't important or what you're going through in your life isn't important. To me, the most important thing and why we're here is for this spiritual upgrade. It's for this raising the consciousness of humanity, and we're doing it. And now, and we've been doing it, but now it's getting stronger, right? We're feeling the climactic event that we will feel during the solar eclipse, and then on the 21st, the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, which now they're calling like a double star, the northern star, the Bethlehem star, the Christmas star. The media is turning it into all sorts of things, and perhaps it is. It can represent many things. Many people are dying for it to represent change, and I do believe it will bring change, but it may not be immediate, positive, as people are expecting. Many spiritual people in the community are expecting this great shift, right? This great solar flash, something that's supposed to happen around the same time. What I am feeling is more so the world stage may change. And we will be more easily deceived, okay? So it's very important and vital that you're not expecting some huge grand shift, because if there is a shift, it's within you, and that comes down to your intention and the work that you're putting in and your perspective, you know. And are you centering? Are you eating right? Are you sleeping enough? Are you taking a step back from judgment and the ability to be deceived? Take a step back from media, from social media, from individuals who will be attacking your character. Don't give in to that, okay? Mars is in Aries, and people can be destructive and argumentative and upset and can even get violent. This is like a time of war, not just because of Mars, but I mean what we're going through spiritually. So I wanted to give this update because not only are we experiencing great cosmic energy coming on the planet, this is light code activations. This is just helping Gaia to shift, and as you know, hopefully we're shifting with her. Not hopefully we're shifting, we are shifting, but hopefully you know that. And if you don't, please comment below or message me on Instagram or something. I want people who watch my videos to not be confused by how I'm speaking. And a lot of times I just say things as if you already know what I'm talking about, and I hope that you do. Because my channel is so new, I would just want to be clear about things so that I attract the right people who understand what I'm saying. So, this is your update. Be careful of deception. Be careful of people trying to annihilate you based on your character, call you out, say certain things. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And Ascension is not just about the light, right? It's about encompassing the light and the dark, about both sides of everything. This planet, the polarity of this planet, this plane that we're on, ourselves, our souls calling back in our fragmented parts, and just really embodying our highest self, where there is no judgment, where all things are kind of accepted and encouraged as an experience. Yes, morals are important and ethics are important. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is to just really allow yourself to understand the trauma in the past, and really just accept those things as a part of you. And anyone trying to annihilate your character is obviously projecting, onto you how they feel about themselves or their triggers about their own selves. And it's really this energy is going to continue. Expect climactic events. Expect to see chaos until the solar eclipse. Expect weird things to come out in the media. Okay, and expect them to possibly be deception. I take everything with a grain of salt in the media, and I don't typically follow that much anyway. But if something cool or interesting comes out, I may be hopeful about it, or like, oh, I hope that's true. But I definitely don't put my heart into it. And so what I really want to say, if you're still watching this, it might be getting to a point where it's long. With this deception, with this annihilation of character, with these people coming out of the woodwork and really trying to bring out these aspects of you. Okay, if you're rising, if you're in the ascension process, if you understand that the raising of consciousness right now is the most important thing. Those people trying to rip you apart, tear you apart, trying to pull you into their scene or their world stage of what they want you to believe, that sort of thing should be obvious. Okay, anytime you're triggered by emotion, that is fear, anger, anything lower vibrational, you can pretty much just set it aside and know that it's not true, or it's meant to invoke your ego in some way and bring you down to a lower vibration. So what you want to do is not get involved in anything heavily emotional. Once you're invested in something emotionally, you can kind of kiss the logic goodbye, and then that makes you more easily deceived. So watch for that deception. Watch for this dreamy, illusory, dreamlike state. And I can say for the last few days, I felt better. I felt a lot better than I had in months. And I think it's because of Neptune. And I'm Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces. So it's like I feel better. But that can be deceiving too. So that's the issue. Okay, and then along with all these other changes that we're coming into with the solar eclipse, on the 13th, there's a meteor shower. Okay, and then on the 14th is a solar eclipse with the new moon. And then the 21st is the Great Conjunction. And people are really getting hopeful about this and understanding, you know, but if people are calling it the Christmas star, then perhaps it is. You know, to you, if that's your intention, if this is the birth of Christ, the birth of Christ consciousness, and it coincides with Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius, which is the water bearer and brings knowledge and enlightenment and cares about humanity in the big picture, then if that's your intention, then maybe that's the world that you'll see. But you know, the dark is fading out, and so that's scary. And they've been grappling for anything they can and anyone they can for a long time. So expect to see more deception in a way that they're desperate, is what I want to say. So expect to see more desperation, and that will help you, like, clearly this is probably not true. Like, if it's really out there information, half the world is probably going to go along with it because they've been going along with this whole show all year long, right? So that's the real thing. It's just stupidity, listening to the ignorance, paying attention to and taking it on, you know, believing in it and identifying with those belief systems that are, it's part of the deception. You know, if they get you involved emotionally, chances are you're going to stay with it and stick with it because you identify with it and you think that it's true. So just be careful what you're identifying with. Be aware of the deception this week. I'm not going to be doing readings unless I feel different about it. I might just do like a daily collective reading. Because this is more advanced, okay? This is bigger than anyone can understand right now. This is a culmination of thousands of years of change. Well, probably hundreds of thousands of years, maybe millions for Gaia. And, you know, that's why we came here. It's like we were invited here, we were chosen, and you just always remember that when life feels tough. It's like you wanted this. You chose to be here. Nobody is dragged into this and forced into this. And you trained for many, many, many thousands of lives for this, and that's why you're here, and that's why you were chosen to uplift Gaia, to uplift humanity. And it's really exciting. Really, I mean, Earth is where it's at, and that's why we're here. And ultimately, it's about love. You know, so just stay in a place of compassion. When these people start attacking your character or start trying to come out of the woodwork with some craziness, just, you know, it's just not real. It's not true. And it only has power if you give it power. It only has power if you give into it emotionally. And you don't have to. And that's your choice. So I just want to pull a few cosmic cards, a few deeper, more spiritual cards for now, because love life is not important. Your career is not important. Right now, this is just so much bigger. This is ascension on the highest levels. This is like serious upgrades. And I've been working with Arcturians in the last week. They've come to me working on my solar plexus, working on my sacral and my hips and all kind of things. So we're being prepared, and you may not realize it, you may not notice it if you're not like an avid meditator or even open to those sort of ET experiences, but it's happening, okay? And that can be your higher self doing it, can be source, it can be whatever you want to call it, the universe. But even like 5 days ago, when I was going to bed in meditation, my third eye was being activated, worked on. I could feel it spinning like I would normally feel in meditation, deep meditation, like when I'm asking for it to open, asking for new downloads and things. I didn't ask for anything. I was really just closing my eyes, waiting for the darkness, where I kind of like to be with no thoughts at all when I'm going to sleep, which is a form of meditation. And at that point, I can hear whatever's coming in, if there's any messages, and I didn't hear anything. I just felt my third eye heating up, spinning. Then it moved to my heart chakra, heating up, spinning, and then it connected. So we're being worked on, we're being activated. Different people are probably being activated in different ways, depending on your journey and your process and where you are. I can say that I felt the alignment. I felt a new shift of energy at that point. So if you feel pulsating, if you feel pressure in the third eye, warmth in the third eye, just stay there. Because I was thinking like, oh, what's happening? I was excited, like, yeah, thank you. Because I'm always asking for upgrades and downloads and new changes in my ascension process. So I get really excited about that sort of thing because I wasn't really asking for it, you know, at this in this particular moment. So to feel this and to feel this, and then it just heated. I felt it go all the way up through, and it was just, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain unless you felt it, but it's just exciting. So what I'm saying is we're seeing a certain aspect of things trying to grip onto what they have left, which is not much at all. Okay, a lot of people woke up this year, they really didn't have a choice. They were left alone with themselves in isolation. And if they did anything with that time, chances are they woke up. If they're on Netflix all day long and just, you know, unaware of themselves, then perhaps they didn't. But this is going to happen more and more. Over the next 2 years, we're going to see more people waking up. And so the darkness may get more prominent, but we're the light. And that's why we're getting activated. That's why we're seeing the change. Okay, when people are attacking you, it's because they see that light. And there's darkness in everybody, you know? So those dark aspects are triggered by that light. They want to be healed. They want to be acknowledged. And when people are not self-aware, or they're mentally unstable or chemically imbalanced or whatever you want to call it, you know, they don't see it as a trigger or, oh, this is something I need to work on. They see it as, what the hell do you have that I don't? And why are you so amazing and I'm a piece? But that's not what they're saying to themselves, of course, but that's what it really is. It's like the light in you is just going to trigger people. It's going to upset them because they want that light in themselves. And they're just so unaware. They just have no idea of what even to do with it, of how to become that. So I apologize if you're worried about a reading or waiting on a reading. If you feel you're going through something huge this week, you probably are. Okay, but and I don't mean to say that love isn't important overall, because a lot of us are connecting with twin flames and higher aspects of ourselves through others and learning those lessons and things. So love can be very meaningful and important. But if your boyfriend's cheating on you or something stupid, it's not important. Okay, what's important is your subconscious thoughts, your ascension process, you understanding more aspects of yourself, you wanting to uplift humanity, you outpouring love and compassion, protecting yourself, which we are protected right now, okay? And we're being guided, we're being worked on. So follow those nudges, follow your gut. Unless, and people get confused with this, with the intuition, if you feel fearful, paranoid, unsafe, you know, those kinds of things, that's not your intuition, okay? It's very warm and safe and comfortable, and there is not an ounce of fear in it. So if you feel panicky, if you feel urgency, if you feel the need to make a change or make some sort of huge commitment or something, that could be fear, you know, kind of working its way in there. Just be aware. The intuition does not feel scary. That would be something you're emotionally involved in that you probably aren't. And it's like you're giving your power away in those aspects. Okay, manifestation. This is cool. It's number 25. I've been shaky for some reason too. It's like I had 5 cups of coffee and I haven't. I only had 1. So, Yeah, there's been so many different symptoms for me this week. Okay, you will attract what you give your focus to. And this is what I'm talking about. And like, be so careful where you invest yourself emotionally this week. Don't give it away to deception. Don't give it away to the people trying to attack you, or, you know, they're going to do that. It's just a game, really. Just laugh it off. We're here for a reason. We're here for a higher purpose, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna feed into the little BS, right? They're part of the game too, and I mean, in all honesty, we're really supposed to thank them, because it's like, it's kind of like a little test, you know, like, how evolved are you? How spiritual are you, right? And I'm not trying to be judgy. Of course, we all go through different things, but it's like, people are gonna reach out to us and freak out because they're triggered. They expect an emotional response. Don't give it to them. Don't allow yourself to get worked up about something somebody else is dealing with. Okay, you're about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward, where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see in a new light. Everything is created twice. Firstly, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination, feeling, or dreaming, and then in the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you're manifesting, and your desires will arrive sooner. This is the nature of creation. Okay, so let all manifestations be what they are. Focus on the ones that you're drawn to. This is a vibrational match to something active in your beliefs and ideas. Tune into what makes you feel authentic. Train yourself to know and believe the law of attraction. Set an intention to see something inconsequential, like a feather, something very small. When you have no attachment to the outcome and you hold no resistance, it has to manifest. Okay, it's the same process for small things or big things, but when you're getting started in manifestation, or maybe you're blocked or you have some sort of resistance, those little things really like cue it up for the bigger moments, and they really reinforce the idea of manifestation to you in your own mind, like, oh, this shit works. If you do the little things first, you know, then you work on the bigger things. Let's get a cosmic card, and then we'll do a wisdom of the oracle, and then we'll call it. And if I feel like doing a reading tomorrow, if I feel drawn, or spirit says, you know, Virgo needs a reading, which Virgo is going to be going through some stuff, but we will be in a Libra moon by tonight, so we'll be out of this Virgo moon, and so Libras may feel more triggered tonight and tomorrow, but I'm hoping for some calm. We have intuition and celebration. These are cool. Number 6. Celebration. Let's read that one first. Your light is radiant. Be open to your spiritual and material blessings that are coming your way. Okay, and this is a part of it. If you watched any of my readings in the last week, I've been talking about this sacrifice and this letting go of something, surrendering to spirit, surrender to this process that we're in, and watch your blessings come in. Jupiter expands on blessings and karma, which Saturn is dealing out. Okay, and with this Christmas time, and this is a really positive time for a lot of people, and it's a really joyful time for a lot of people. And so it may be easier to manifest from that state. So as karma is dealing out, as Saturn is dealing out karma, good and bad, it's easier to manifest as well. And with all these cosmic upgrades and solar flares and, you know, the Schumann, it's like we're dealing with so much. That's not even counting the crap on the world stage, and then the people triggered around us like vultures, we can expect to see really good things. I would encourage everyone to just expect, like wake up just expecting to have a great day and things to just work out for you and just fall into place. And then watch that story unfold for yourself. We are getting things we've wanted for many years. We're getting things, brand new paths we never saw. And that's what this whole thing has been about for the last month. If you've watched any of my readings or updates, it's been about this choosing the path, choosing your most highest joy that maybe you never even thought possible. That was never even a thought in your mind, and the universe has found new ways to bring you that. And so some of it kind of comes as a trade-off. You may have to let go of some things. But other than that, I mean, why not? Those are the things you don't need anyway. You're headed towards the most happiest, joyful place. If you can center, if you can manifest, if you can not let these misaligned perceptions and deceptions around us cause emotional investing. You know, don't give in to that crap, because otherwise you should be celebrating, right? We're getting so many great things coming in right now. Celebrate your achievements, dear one. You deserve it. You're being honored for all that you have already achieved on your journey. So celebrate your life, accomplishments, and your amazing growth. You've already assisted so many souls to express their own unique light. Spirit has seen your tireless work at all hours on projects to assist humanity. The time, energy, and love you have dedicated to the many hungry souls hasn't been easy. There were times you were left tired and drained, but still you soldiered on and persisted with love. There is much to be celebrated here. You are an amazing, radiant soul, and we are so very honored to have you work in bringing humanity back into alignment and balance. Take this time to reflect on your achievements, for you truly are the gift to the universe. The light you emanate reaches corners of the universe that you cannot even fathom. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't ever feel that the work you do isn't enough. Each time you help another to see their inner light, the world gets a little bit brighter. You're never alone. You're always guided and supported by teachers and masters in the highest realms. All your earthly needs and requirements are and will always be taken care of. You are loved, appreciated for the beautiful soul that you are. So celebrate life and celebrate you. An affirmation you can use is, I celebrate the light and love that is me and have gratitude for this opportunity to shine. I celebrate the light and love that is me and have gratitude for this opportunity to shine. This card is associated with the chakras, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So, yeah. Upgrade ya. Let me upgrade you. I'm just getting so excited about this. I mean, it's just such an important time to be here. If you ever felt unimportant, if you ever felt meaningless, or like your life was humdrum, mediocre, no, just being here, you're a freaking warrior, okay? Intuition. Number 18. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. That was a quote from Albert Einstein. When you pray with sincerity, it comes from the heart, but do you find that your prayers often go unheard or unanswered? You are open when it comes to praying, dear one, but when it comes to receiving, you are closed. Most often, fears and doubts creep in to form barricades that block messages and communication from spirit. The universe, God, source, or whatever you wish to call that loving presence that speaks to you through your intuition, dreams, and visions, is a quieter, gentle voice that often goes unheard. If you've drawn this card, Spirit is asking you to pay closer attention to that inner voice and intuition. It has been communicating to you the answers and guidance that you seek. Going within and listening to inner guidance requires being open and away from distractions. Don't be misguided by the voice of the ego. Wasn't I just talking about this? How you know the difference? This is for the collective, so we really need to be cautious what outside voices that we're listening to, that would trigger the ego, that would trigger those emotional investments that bring up fear, that would be hushing the intuition. Okay? If you hear something and it causes fear, that's the ego. That's not your intuition. Spirit doesn't talk like that. Spirit is very calming and reassuring and loving all the time. You don't have to worry. If you're confused, if something feels scary or a thought comes in and causes anxiety of some sort, that's not spirit. That's not intuition. The ego is loud, disruptive, and will do anything in its power to convince you that what you're doing is foolish and a waste of time. Do not let the voice of the ego fill your head with negative and disruptive thoughts. Simply observe this loud voice. Now give that quieter, gentle, loving voice within you a chance. Life isn't about killing the ego, but simply nurturing and watering the divine within you. In doing so, the ego fails to grow and survive in the light-filled body of love. The prayer for this card is, may I always have the wisdom and clarity to listen to the divine guidance and intuition within me. And this is associated with the heart chakra. Okay, so I invite you to ask in prayer, ask in your meditations to open your heart chakra, to align with the third eye, so that you have a knowing. So when something comes in, you know where it's coming from, you know what it is. You don't have to ask. You can neglect it if it's fearful. It's hogwash, not real. That's what I say anyways. When it's calm and loving and genuine and peaceful, reassuring, exciting. And you can have anxiety that's positive. You could have positive stress or even urgency that feels really good. Just excitement for our future and what it is we're actually dealing with here, which is a much huger, giant picture. It's not at all what we think. Way bigger what we're actually dealing with now. And that's why, to me, the tarot readings for this week are a little bit unimportant. Okay? So, apologize about that. Take it easy this week. The lawn man's out there, as always, every single day. Please like and subscribe. This has been an energy update, sort of pull a few cards for the collective, but I hope that it helps you. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to do Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, one more. Can we have a card for the collective spirit for this week? For the Ascension process. In between worlds. Isn't that so true? Number 3. Number 3. Okay. The Holy Trinity. The changes within. The alignment with you and your higher self and the connectedness of you and the universe and spirit. So we are in between worlds, right? We feel the shift, but we're not there yet. We feel the shift. It's like it's getting climactic. We see it happening. We see little things. We can see the opposition or the division. And it's just a very exciting time to be alive. We're in between, but we know something better is coming. And that's the excitement. That's the encouragement. Get excited about these changes. We're at war, but we're winning. It may not feel like it, but we are. And how we continue to win is continue to go within, fight, shine your light bright. Don't let these people, these ego minds get to you, okay? This is the fight. Very exciting. Thank you. I hope they have a great day. And I'll see you next time.